I have about 1 week left until I have to do the competition. I went to New York for a 4-year anniversary of my girlfriend, but I got all my weight back on. And now I have a little over a week to lose another. My new goal is 150, 149. So let's see if I can do it. Let's go.
This whole experience has taught me that you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. I mean, look at the pace in which I'm going here and the amount of calories I'm burning. There is just not simply enough time in the day to even just burn off one bowl of pasta.
Okay, so the way I plan on losing 3 to 4 more pounds over the next 7 to 8 days is I'm gonna strictly follow these 3 guidelines that I could not break no matter what. 1, ketogenic diet. That way I'm using my stored fats as my energy and not sugars and carbs. 2, we'll be doing HIIT workouts. So basically 30-second on, 30-second off, max speed, and then chill out. And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do a high protein diet for less than 1,000 calories a day. Probably not gonna happen. So let's shoot for 15. See if I can do this without passing out.
Listening to the concerns of my family and friends, I decided to stop and get a DEXA scan to make sure that I'm losing the weight the right and safe way.
This feels like the future, man.
Body fat percentage, 14.8 body fat percent.
Damn.
1 percentile for your.
I'm at 14% right now.
agent.
I feel like I've got to be closer to 10. Just I look in my mirror and I'm just like, where? There's nothing.
You probably are closer to between like 148 to 150 right now if you were like stripped down. It's all just gonna be subcutaneous fat, which is just in between the muscle and skin. And
I got
you can
fat
see-
ankles. How to sustain this would be nuts, because I think a healthy male is like between like 12 to 14%. Like anything below 12 is when you start to lower your testosterone and like your energy levels and everything like that, right?
If you had someone under 12, they're gonna be someone who's like on the bodybuilding circuit, like getting ready for like a bodybuilding show. They're looking at being obviously super cut dry, being able to like show off on a stage where like muscles stand out more. The average male, especially once you get over 40, is gonna be anywhere from like 22 to 25 or higher percent body fat.
So, looks like my numbers are not as good as I thought they were. I came in today thinking I was gonna be, I honestly feel like I'm sub 10%. That is not correct.
All hands on deck. It's time to really take my nutrition to the next level. I'm gonna really jam that protein in with as little calories as possible, throwing in the little tiny hints like vanilla and maybe even some coffee to put some flavor in my life. But no, I'm not sponsored by AG1. It's important to take to get your minerals and vitamins. And also, no, I'm not sponsored by LMNT, but I'm sweating so much so I need it. And also, no, I'm not sponsored by Animal Pack, but I would really like to be. And check out these noodles right here. It makes me feel like I'm eating pasta, but it's only 5 calories. Quick reminder, I'm 40 years old. So my knees, my hips, and my lower back are starting to feel the constant hard sprinting, the HIIT workouts, and just not having a single day to recover. So at this point, I decided to take a full transition over into just living on the Stairmaster and then burning off the weight that way. Also tomorrow, I'm excited. I'm meeting up with Uriah Hall. He's gonna do a training session with me, and that way we could just sharpen my blade just a little bit more before the final day. It was 24 hours before the weight cut, and so I met up with Uriah Hall. He is a karate combat and UFC fighter. I wanted him to give me any last minute advice and just an overall check on how I was handling the weight cut and my sharpness of my techniques.
With the short window that you have, there's not much you can do, being that you have to focus more on your weight cut. I would say leave it all close to the end. That way you're not depleting yourself too much. Cardio is the main factor. There's not too much you can learn from a skill set in that time frame. Basic always helps, so your jab, your cross, your hooks, and of course keeping a pace to generate that output is gonna help too. So cardio will help, waiting to the last moment to pull out the rest of the weight, and just having a cool, calm mindset. So when all else fails, you go back to basics. And it's the same in life as well. You know, when you don't feel at your best, you go back to the basic things in life to get to where you need to be. It's the same thing with martial arts. Your basic will never fail you. Your jab, your cross, your hooks, because those are the foundations. As far as you overcommitting and all that stuff, I think what's really going on is your mind and your body is not really aligned, because you're overcutting, you're dehydrated, and you're low on calories. So naturally that affects your mind and you feel a little delirious. So I've seen you when you spar prior to that. I'm gonna blame that. But what you have to do is recognize how you feel right now. And when that feeling happens, don't be delirious. Go back to your basics. Stay in school, kids. Don't be a fighter.
Don't be a fighter.
It's the dumbest you can do. Don't do it.
Okay, it's official. The weight cut has begun. It is 4 p.m. It's hot as hell outside here in Texas, and I have found out online that Abilene, I guess is how you say it, some kind of makeup remover for women, is supposed to open up pores, so I put that all on me. Then, before I go for a jog, I got this stuff called Sweet Sweat. Let's see if that works. Try to get some more pounds off of me. Then hopefully, after I get back, I go from 150 to 145 after spending all this time in the Texas heat, and spend the rest of the day in the sauna and then getting on my sweatsuit and getting on the treadmill. Let's see if it works. Okay, so this is an ice cube. I use this whenever my lips get so chapped that they're like sticking to my teeth, and my tongue starts sticking to my teeth, and I start feeling like splinters in my throat. So I just use a ice cube or two to keep everything a little lubricated. But yeah, this is legit tough. This is harder than I thought it was gonna be. I just jogged for an hour, but to be honest with you, I jogged maybe 20% of that time. It was hot outside, and typically I can shed 5 pounds just running around for an hour aggressively. And I came back, I weighed myself, and I'm 148. So all that effort that I just did for an hour was for 2 pounds. And that's supposed to be like the easiest 2 pounds to get rid of. So now it's time to step it up a notch. I'm gonna get on my bike, ride to the gym, and then start getting into that sauna, and then treadmill, back and forth, back and forth. I'm 20 hours out from my first ever amateur fight, so I decided to stop and get some chocolate for some dopamine and some honey for some simple sugars to help push me through the next agonizing hours.
p.m. How are you? What's your current weight right now? 143. 7 pounds gone. Right? Just one more push. One more push. Come on.
All right, guys, this is the final stretch. I have been here and there in the nether realm and back, and I am 142 right now, and I really only need about a pound or a pound and a half left. So I'm going to end this weight cut with the good old-fashioned hippie hot bath with Epsom salt. So I got this nice, super expensive Epsom salt for smelly goods with lavender, and then I got this big old cheap 8-pound bag from Walmart, which is probably super blurry right now. Let's pour it in. Let's go. Give it to me, baby. Woo! The final stretch. Now, just in case, because ChatGPT said that Epsom salt won't do anything to extract wet from my body, I'm also putting kosher salt, which is like table salt. I think this is significantly unnecessary, but why not? All just for 1 pound. It's been such a long weight cut. It's been like since 4 p.m. and it's like 11. Crazy. Okay, this is it. And so I'm gonna do this bath, and if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna go to bed and just wake up early and then try again. But it's time for me to get this over with and go to sleep. So my strategy is I'm gonna just sit here and slowly increase the heat a little bit over time until it gets so unbearable that I can't breathe, and just keep in it until I can't, and just fall out of here, lay on a towel, cover myself up, and pass out until tomorrow. All right, gotta see you in the morning. Oh, man, it's hot. Oh, damn. One more pound. Then do the scale one more time, see where I'm at, and if I have to, I'll get back in.
Okay.
That was tough. That was a lot. That wasn't as enjoyable as I was hoping it was going to be. We already measured. This towel is about a pound. So, let's do this. 141. 141.
You can take it off. I'm not gonna.
142.6. Stick off the towel. 141.4. Okay, it's the morning of. I'm about to head out to the weigh-ins, and I was a little overweight today, so I did another bath, and then I was still a little overweight, so I shaved all the hair on my body, and surprisingly, it actually worked. And so since I'm Wolverine, I was able to get off those extra pounds. I'm extremely tired and really out of it, but here's what I'm gonna do today to get refed after I weigh in. So I have all these snacks here. I cooked my rice today in beef broth, which is great. I have a whole bunch of fruits that I'm going to get that simple carbs and sugars to get me brought back to life. This might seem weird, but gummies actually have high carbs and high sugars. It's gonna really help bring you back to life. As soon as I'm done with the weigh-in, like the second that I'm done, I'm going to go for this guy. And this guy has AG1 in it. It has some creatine in it, and it also has a little bit of Ghost pre-workout, and then on top of that, it also has LMNT. This is also going to have LMNT, and it's also going to have creatine in it, but it's just pure water after that. Then from there, throughout the day, I'm going to slowly be sipping on water, and then these electrolytes. I'm going to be putting in a lot of peanut butter and honey for sugar and protein. And then here's my snacks. I got some nuts with fats, some more fruits, and then each one of these bottles is full up of protein shakes that also have a lot of fruits and also has creatine in it as well.
And this is where I messed up. If you guys look forward to watching the next video, remember this point in this video. I thought at this point at 8 a.m. that I was going to fight at 6 p.m. that night. I thought that's when the adults fight. Turns out I was only going to fight a few hours after I showed up. And so I overpacked food, and on top of that, I put creatine in everything. And that will have some extreme consequences in the next video.
I also have a bunch of these cut up fruits throughout the day that I can eat. I'm gonna be there all day, so I have to think about the entire day of refeeding and simple sugars and carbs. And lastly, my solid food for the day is gonna be basically rice and chicken and beef. Just gonna be eating that. The rice is gonna give me the simple carbs, and the beef and the chicken is gonna be easy to process and give me the protein. Okay, so for now, that's it guys. I'm about to go weigh in and then come back to life. Wish me luck. Hopefully I make it. Cool news, I was actually 139, not 140. So now it's time to refeed, get some sodium and water into my body. These people around here look like monsters, so hopefully I can still take them. Let's go. Whew.
I've never been to anything like this before, so at this point, I'm just trying to look around for the team I've been training with. I'm here representing Zero Dojo, and they've really helped me out through this process. When I did find my team, it really gave me a little boost, because before that, I was just kind of aimlessly wandering around, and my new focus was just to refeed, warm up, and start getting my mind ready. So around this point is when I found out that I was not fighting in about 6 hours, I was fighting more in about 1 hour. And so at this point, you can see where my stomach is starting to protrude more than it should. That's because all the creatine I was slamming was starting to boil up, and my stomach was starting to feel like it was in knots. I was burping and doing other things with gas expulsion that I was not prepared of. It really felt like anybody can just poke my stomach and then it explode with air. Before we end this video, I just want to say thank you so much for all those people who have liked and commented on the last few videos leading up to this one. And in the next video, we finally get to find out who wins, me or the other guy. My first and potentially final fight that I'll ever have. And by the way, Uriah Hall comes in last minute to surprise me and corner me. Alright guys, see you in the next one.